It was cool being up there for the first time. Got a relationship with most of those guys, so it was cool. First time going to TNT, just getting to hang out, see what it's like.
Did you, now that you're kind of on the other side of it, I'm just curious what it was like after being on this side of the microphone for so long?
I mean, I wasn't interviewing nobody. I was just out there talking. So being on a TV set or a set like that is always pretty dope.
And now you're the face of coach, right? So how did that come about, and just what is it like to have that kind of role?
I mean, I'm just grateful. I got a great marketing team that puts in a lot of work. So it's a deal I've known for quite a while. Did the shoot a while ago, so excited to finally announce that.
With the 8 seconds the other night, is that a call you've ever even had before in the fourth quarter there?
No, that was the first time it happened to me. Playing the league long enough, you're bound to do that shit once. It's like airballing the free throw. I did it one time before.
What else did you kind of take away from that game and just managing the lead that you guys had there and looking back on it?
Winning in the NBA is tough. You know, you can never let your foot off the gas regardless how much time or how much you're up. You know, obviously leads are blown all the time. You know, it's tough being on that side of it. So it's a great lesson we can learn from that.
Jayson, we know how much you love to play. How do the conversations go at this point in the season when the training staff is trying to talk you into rest, and is it a back and forth?
Yeah, it's a back and forth, but you know, we're gonna come to a conclusion, something pretty soon.
How important is that, though, to balance at this point? And are you feeling that?
I mean, I understand it long term. You know, trying to play to the end of June and how important it is to have your rest and manage that.
At this point in the season, how are you feeling relative to you?
I feel good. I mean, I'm on a really talented team, so I probably, you know, I haven't had to exhaust as much energy as other years. So that's the benefit of being on a really good team.
I mean, you play big minutes, though, every game. And are those conversations you have with Joe as well before and staying in entire quarters?
I mean, I played less minutes than I did the last 2 years, so you know, I guess my usage is down. So I'm, you know, I play a lot, but it's not like.
That doesn't account for defense, though. You play both ends of the floor, too.
I work hard in summer to prepare for these long seasons.
When you come back from a rest day, do you feel more rejuvenated or like better on the court, or do you not really feel a difference?
I mean, yeah, when you get more days rest, it's natural to feel, you know, more fresh than you normally would.
Jayson, since your rookie year, you have become more outward, talkative. Are you comfortable, like last night, are you comfortable talking a lot and being personable? Because you're still a reserved guy. You still don't say much at times. Is that breaking out of your shell? What do you do when you're asked to give your opinions and make appearances like last night?
I mean, yeah, 7 years in, you for sure get more comfortable being in that position, being in the spotlight. Still, while being naturally who you are, you know, I'm never going to be the loudest guy in the room. But, you know, just being more comfortable in those situations as years go by.
Is there a point, what point are you more relaxed? Are you more relaxed like on podcasts? Are you more relaxed? I don't know if it's with us, but what are you more like yourself? What situation?
I would say more of a podcast. You know, majority of the time I really only do podcasts with people I'm close with, so it feels more like a conversation, I guess, than maybe an interview.
Jayson, when you talked to some of the Celtics greats in the past, did they tell you how tough it was for them to win a championship? You ever pick your brain about that?
Yeah, I mean, anybody I've talked to that's won a championship talks about how tough it is, how connected you got to be, how, you know, there's some luck involved, and how you're going to go through some ups and downs, even in the playoffs. It's just, you know, the most connected team usually wins.
What was your last conversation like with Bill Russell, by the way? I'm just kind of curious.
It was a while ago, and, you know, at that stage, he wasn't as talkative, I guess, as he was years prior, but it was just still an honor and a blessing to be able to know him and spend moments with him like that.
Ben, the league has gambling become a bigger thing around the game. I'm sure you've seen some of the controversies in the news. What do you feel like that's just kind of done to the game, like even the interaction with fans and just kind of that being around the game now, kind of something that's just part of it now?
Talking to fans?
Yeah, fan interaction, but also that just kind of being part of like the dialogue around the game, and even some of the controversies that have happened, you know, this week.
What happened this week?
You know, Tani and Jonte Porters, you know, under investigation.
On the gambling.
I briefly saw that, so I don't want to comment on it because I don't really know what happened.
fans yell at you about your over/under? Jayson, I need you to have 35 tonight. Like, what is that like?
Yeah, fans yell shit all the time. Shoot one more three, get one more rebound, get 25 before the half is over. So it definitely is a part of it, for sure.
There was a dude that had a sign that said, "Jason's my birthday. Could you hit a parlay for me?" So, like, has the way fans like heckle or cheer like changed, where it's instead of "screw you" or like "we love you," it's about like betting stuff, or is it kind of like, is that an added on layer now to that?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like that my first few years. It definitely has changed. You know, I guess when you hit people's parlays and do good for them, they'd tell me, but then, they also talk shit. If I'm on the court and I didn't get 29 and a half or whatever I was supposed to do.
Do you feel like it's affected the connection between players and the fans?
Yeah, I mean, you see people on Twitter, fans going back and forth with players on Twitter about how you lost them money and shit like that. I guess it's kind of funny. I don't know. I guess I do feel bad when I don't hit people's parlays. I don't want them to lose money, but I just go out there and try and play the game.
Jason, last question.
Of those players in the past that you spoke with, who was probably the most influential? Was it Pierce, Bird, anybody you can share?
I mean, probably Paul. He's probably the guy I'm closest with and spent the most time with.